Yo, what's poppin'? So before we get into the Draft League Week 1 battle, which I have to play in about 15 minutes or so, I'll show you all the team that I'm bringing for this week, as I usually do for my draft videos. And my opponent is a guy named BBR. I don't know too much about him, but I did check out some of his games, and he plays pretty well. Not to mention, he has quite the annoying team to go up against with my Sun matchup, so we'll see how it goes. His team should appear on the right. I'm predicting he brings Garchomp, Cinderace, probably Baxcalibur with Terra Dragon to get that additional fire resistance. And then Gengar, Klefki, I think might show up, as well as Quagsire for the water absorb immunity versus Walking Wake. Could also potentially see an Emvee Hariyama. Maybe the Dunsparce could show up. I'm not sure what set he'd run with it, but I mean, that Mon is a little scary Mon. And I don't think he's bringing Rotomo at all. I don't know about low kicks. Low kicks might come with like first impression or whatever, but I mean, the more physical attackers, the merrier, because we have Iron Hands with Iron Defense Body Press. I like this Mon a lot for the team because it's going to be able to essentially, if we get an Iron Defense up, Garchomp does like 25-30% with Earthquake, which is not much at all. And we can keep boosting up and stuff like that. Body Press takes a lot of the team. And then Earthquake knocks out Gengar. And the EV spread here is really cool. You don't have to invest in HP, just defense and Spadef. And these little four guys, like the four here and the four here, I mean, if you look at it sideways, it kind of looks like an Iron Hands, doesn't it? Like, this is the body and these are the hands. I thought that was a pretty interesting little thing for this Mon. But Resto Chest is really cool because if we get like toxic or poisoned or whatever, or burned or something like that, we can rest it up and keep this thing nice and healthy. So I think it's pretty cool. And of course, I have the Torkoal Walking Wake combination. Want to try it out for draft. First time I'm trying it out in draft, of course, so it'll be interesting to see how it goes. But yeah, he definitely has some counterplay for Walking Wake. I definitely think that with Choice Specs and getting a speed boost here, so we get the speed boost, it's pretty good. This HP and defense or whatever, it actually can tank some stuff. I'm pretty sure I calced it for like Baxcalibur or something like that when I was building this team, but I haven't really had too much time to test just because I've been sick. But I think that it can do pretty well in terms of just if we get the right call on certain mons, like because we have Dragon Pulse, Terra Blast, Fairy, and if we like Terra Blast Fairy versus something that has like a Haban Berry or whatever that like the Dragon resist, we have two ways of hitting dragons. He has two dragons, so it's pretty cool. I'm really worried about the Baxcalibur though, because Baxcalibur is like, you know, that Mon, if it gets two Dragon Dances, it pretty much wins. Like, that Mon is crazy. Versus Sun, especially because if we hit it with a fire type attack, it's gonna get a boost. Like, that Mon is insane, especially with Terra. So we have the Heat Rock Torkoal for the extended turns of Sun, and another measure here to get rid of setup with Clear Smog. Body Press is just good versus any kind of Submon like Garchomp or Baxcalibur. Does break the sub, so it's pretty cool. And then yeah, Rapid Spin just in case anything gets past Hatterene. We also have not only Choice Specs Walking Wake, we have Choice Specs Scovillain. And Scovillain is actually really cool on Sun with Choice Specs because it can do a lot of damage with its moves. So I just have Double Grass, Double Fire, Solar Beam, Giga Drain, Overheat, Flamethrower. Depending on what we need to click or what is more spammable, we can do that. If we need to nuke something, we'll click one of these moves. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting because if we do click one of these moves, something comes up and sets up versus us. So it'll be interesting. But the speed here is for Scarf Gengar, just in case we have to face that. Which I don't know if he'll bring or not, but it's a potential option. Then we have Hatterene, which so the Hatterene and Tinglu are both very tech mons. Like, look at this. Air Balloon for the ground immunity, for temporary ground immunity versus Garchomp. Imagine if Garchomp only has like a dragon move and a ground move, and then like Sword Dance or something like that, and then no coverage. We wall it, and they're forced to switch out. So I think that could be pretty interesting. And then Nuzzle for like paralysis and stuff is pretty cool too. Then we have Tinglu with the eject button. We eject out into like, we go lead Torkoal always, right? We either lead Torkoal, if they lead Garchomp, go Hatterene, or Torkoal lead Garchomp, or lead something else, we go Tinglu, eject out into Walking Wake or Scovillain. So I feel like, yeah, there's a lot of, you have to really maneuver with this team to kind of get yourself to where you want to be. But I think there's a lot of threats we have that can put in the work. But I mean, Cinderace and stuff, like, there's a lot of stuff that he has on his team that's just good against Sun. But we'll see how it goes. I think that with this team here, it definitely can put in a lot of work. I am definitely rusty. I'm pretty sure he's been consistently playing drafts, so maybe he has something I haven't thought of yet that he might bring. But I feel like we have the tools. We have the tools to win this game. And so let him know that I'll be ready. And yeah, we'll be jumping into this game real soon. But hope you all like the team that I built. And I'm sure that yeah, I haven't brought too much heat per se. I guess like the Iron Hands is like the more heat set. Iron Defense Body Press with Rest, Resto Chest. But I'm saving a lot of stuff that I have thought in mind. I do like the eject button, which gets us into another mod, and then I do like the air balloon here. So hopefully it puts in work and we can see that in action. But without further ado, I will hop into the battle when it begins, and I'll see you guys for that soon. What's poppin', everyone? It's time for week 1 of the BBR, which is the draft league we're in. Pardon any coughing or stuff you may hear, as I'm currently sick at the time of recording this. Just want to play and get back to bed, but I'm curious to see what our opponent brings. It's definitely a scary team, and gonna be our first time trying out the team we picked up, so I'm hoping it goes well. Fingers crossed. Let me know. Let me tell the opponent that I'm ready to search. Ready. All right, battle time. Ugh, this is gonna be interesting. Let's start it off with some Chinese music, please. Where is that? I think that's Ruinous Legend. It's been a minute. I haven't felt like, you know, the rush of getting back into a draft game. Ooh, this team is crazy. Wait a second. So, no Quagsire. I was really prepared for Water Absorb Quagsire, but that didn't show up. So, okay, let me note down what we got here. So we got Baxcalibur. We got Garchomp. Cinderace. So it seems that the Water Hydro Steam move is pretty nice versus their team. Gengar. We do have the Dunsparce though. I'm a little worried about that mon. It could be doing a lot. And then we have the Klefki. Cool. So definitely some threats for sure. I think we do lead Torkoal to get the sun up. Is I believe what we're gonna do. We have a lot of tricks up our sleeve, so I'm hoping that I really expected the Water Absorb Quagsire. Wow. Okay. I mean, it's a good thing and a bad thing. The good thing is that we can click our water move. Bad thing is that I don't know what to expect now. Let's go ahead and say done, and let's get right into it. All right, it's time. It is time. So we do have a lot of offensive pressure versus their team, so I think we have a decent shot. They might have screens Klefki because the team looks really offensive. It might be screens. So let's see what happens. They lead with the Garchomp. Okay. We lead with our Torkoal here. We can now immediately get the sun up. And then, so what I want to do first is I want to switch into Hatterene. We have the air balloon. We can switch out here into Hatterene. Nicknames are subject to change, of course. They decided to go for the Earthquake. We are on an air balloon, so this is nice. And we could double, but I think what we could do here is just fire off a safe Dazzling Gleam. I kind of want to see what their reactions are. So I'm going to Dazzling Gleam here. I want to see what their reaction is to the air balloon. So they switch out here, okay. Going into, okay, the Cinderace. They're more than likely going to U-turn out, right? So what we can do here, let's go into Pokemon. And I think, actually, I could go Torkoal, but then they get momentum, right? So instead, what if we, you know, I guess I could go Torkoal here. Because I was also thinking going Wo Chien and then doing the eject button, but it might be too early right now. Unless I do it right now, which could be pretty nice. Let's just do it now. Let's just do it right now. So let's go into no, not Wo Chien. What am I saying? That's my nickname. Wo Chien. It's Ting Lu. Let's see what they go for here. They go for the Gunk Shot. Transform into the Poison type. Ooh, a dodge. So, all right. I can keep a track of Sun turns, right, by going to this. I have 5 Sun turns left. Let's go ahead here and... So they're going to U-turn now, probably. It doesn't really matter what we click. So this is what I wanted, ideally, to happen. So we're going to get our eject. Yep. Let's go ahead and eject out. Into Our sleepwalking. Walking wake. It's a waking nightmare. So we got the speed boost here, pretty good. Let's go ahead and Hydro Steam. I'm not gonna Terastallize just yet. So they're gonna switch out now and go into, let's see, Klefki. This shouldn't take it too well, I assume, right? It took it decently. Definitely not staying in for a T-Wave. I think the plan should be to go into... I could go into Hatterene here. I could, potentially. But then they might expect the Magic Bounce and not go for a move like that. But I feel like they have to click something that's not an offensive move versus like a mon like this. So let's see what they do. They go for the... what? Light screen. Okay, so it's dual screens. That's good to know. That is very good to know what they are. So they went for the light screen here. The plan should be to... okay, so if they're dual screens, what I might want to do is... I might double here into Iron Fist just because Klefki is kind of a threat with screens. Like if they switch out here, I don't want them to get the fire +1 with Excalibur. So I feel like the play would be to go Iron Fist right now and just get Iron Defense boosts. I think is what we got to do. Let's see what they go for. Dazzling Gleam. It shouldn't do too much, I think. It does a decent amount, actually. So I think they'll get the Reflect up. My play should be to click Earthquake. They get the Reflect up here. We keep our Balloon, which is pretty good. And we're at a decent amount of health as well. So now let's see what they go into. Sunlight Faded, which is alright. It's alright for right now. They go into the Garchomp. So the play, I think, is we want to get the sun back up, right? We definitely want to get the sun back up. So I think what we need to do... because the Garchomp gets walled by the Hatterene. I'm actually going to go Torkoal here, because I don't think they're going to Earthquake. I do not think they're going to Earthquake here. So they decide to Poison Jab this time. Nice. We live that. I don't know if they're locked in or not, because that's a question. They may or may not be locked in. It might be wise to go into Tinglu. They switch out here. They're gonna go into let's see, Excalibur. Ooh, okay, that's a huge threat on the field. I do not know what set they are, but we're definitely going to want to so we're stalling out screens right now, which is really good. We're stalling out screens. They're definitely like Light Clay to extend the turns. So I think what we can do here is I would say we definitely Whirlwind, just in case they try to set up. They Terra. Okay, so we get to figure out what their Terra is. Ooh, very scary mon, but we'll get to figure out what their Terra is right now. They have Terra'd and gone for the Glaive Rush. Is this banded or not? Let's find out. That does not look banded to me. So we're gonna Whirlwind this thing out. They're gonna go into something else here. They're gonna go into what? The Dunsparce. I don't know what this is gonna do. I really don't. I really don't know. But I think the play would be to click Ruination. Unless we whirlwind. Let's Ruination here, see what they're gonna do. They body slam. Okay, so it's like a hack set, I guess. That did nothing. So we got a nice little 50 on them. Let's go here into see, I feel like they could set up rocks potentially. They could. They could potentially set up rocks if they're body slam rocks or something like that, but I don't mind the balloon getting popped right now. We have a lot of pieces out of our hand right now, so, and they've already Terra'd, and we know it's Terra Dragon. Let's see what they go for. Body slam again, okay, that's fine. Let's see. Light screen wore off. Reflect's gonna wear off in a turn as well. So the play here would be to, I think let's just nuzzle. Let's get some paralysis. You want to para me? I'll para you. Simple as that. You para me. I'm gonna para you. Nope, couldn't move. Full paralysis. So that is unfortunate. What are the turns looking like right now for the sun? 2 turns of sun left. Let's try to nuzzle again. Because if I can make Iron Hands faster, we're in a really good spot. Full parad twice in a row. Wow. That's interesting. Reflect wore off though, so the screens are gone. We've successfully stalled at the screens. Body slam again. So now we get the nuzzle off finally, which is good. About time. And then sunlight faded, which means we could bring it back out again. Let's go ahead and bring back Torkoal. So they are Roost. They are a Roost set, which is pretty interesting. Let's get the sun back out. Full parad, nice, very nice. Let's go ahead here and bring in Iron Fist. They switch out here. What do they go into? Garchomp. That should be okay, I think. I think all we gotta do here is probably sack a Pokemon to bring in our Sleepwalker. So let's sack Hatterene here. I wanted the Nuzzle onto Dunsparce because I think it was kind of scary. Like a late game. So they went for the Earthquake here, that's fine. I'm not sure exactly what set they are. But let me see here. Actually, so if they're Tank Chomp and I am Choice Specs, Walking Wake in the sun, Hydro Steam won't knock it out, but they are also Poison Jab, which is interesting. If I Terra Fairy, it does knock it out. Let's bring in yeah, let's bring the guy in. Let's bring it in. Why not? Okay. So we got the Photosynthesis boost. I believe the play, so looking at their team, right? They still have a Gengar. Klefki is gone. I feel like we could Hydro Steam, but we could also Terra Fairy. Right, we could also Terra Fairy and knock this out immediately. Question is, who would they go into? If we're Choice Specs, we pretty much 2-hit KO everything. Right? We 2-hit KO everything. We also guarantee the knockout on this thing. So, why don't we just Terra into Fairy right now? I think that's the play. And just, we can also Dragon Pulse, I guess. Hold up, actually, is Dragon Pulse better? Dragon Pulse is better, but if this is like Habanberry, that could be annoying. If they have a Dragon move, so I'm gonna Terra. They switch out, okay, cool. So I think becoming Fairy is good defensively. Maybe not against the Cinderace, but maybe against the Cinderace Sucker Punch, who knows. Okay, they bring out this Mon. Let's see how much this this move does. So I think the Terra Fairy is also good against the Glaive Rush on the switch in. Pretty good. Let's see how much this move does here. Please get some good damage. I know this mon's really bulky. Ooh, that does not as much as I thought. So now we are definitely switching out into Iron Fist. Definitely bringing out this mon here. So I'm definitely seeing a late game Skull villain potentially is an option. Late game Skull villain could definitely be an option. Just have to be careful of the Excalibur. The body slam here, that's fine. Can't para me, not today. I could rest. I could also just body press. I think maybe we could also earthquake too. But I think we could keep this thing healthy with a rest, potentially. An Iron Defense is not bad either. But, maybe, yeah, let's just go ahead and rest here. Keep this thing healthy. But I'm pretty sure an Iron Defense makes us live an Earthquake from Garchomp, and then we can rest right after that. I feel like maybe, let's just try an Iron Defense up. Let's try an Iron Defense up here. They switch out. What do they go into? Chomp. I'm pretty sure, let me check the calc here. Okay, so we got the Iron Hands. I'm really defensive. So, custom set, Garchomp, +2. So they should be jolly. I am currently out of range, 208 HP. I'm at 208 HP. So if they're max attack Earthquake, if they're max attack Earthquake, they cannot knock me out at all. I didn't see an item. I don't think they're banded. That doesn't look like banded damage from to Torkoal. Unless it was. Let me see here. Torkoal. Poison Jab. Don't think it was banded damage. Banded Chomp could be annoying though if it was. Let's go ahead and rest. If it's banded, then that's a good prep, I guess. Ooh, survival. It's not banded. Heal, my child, heal. Nice. And we're awake, and we're +2 defense. Body press, I believe will take this Pokemon out. Iron Hands. So that was pretty clutch. Let me see here. It won't take it out, but it'll do a decent amount. I could also boost again, but I'm gonna hit what's in front of me. The Quake here. That does a lot, actually. Wait, why did it do more that time? So that's, I think, definitely Bandit Chomp. No, that's 100% Bandit Chomp. But this is weak now. So let's go Pokemon. Let's bring in... this is tough. This is very tough, Mon. Okay, but because it's banded, I think what we do is, right? Here's what we do. We bring in this guy. I think I know what we do. I think I know what we do. We bring in this. Bandit Chomp's a little bit more annoying. So we bring in Tinglu. We now go into our this Mon. This should be a pretty free Dragon Pulse now, I think. Should be the play. So we can knock out a Pokemon here. They switch out with the Garchomp, keeping it alive. I like it. Bring in the Dunsparce. So this Mon now is gonna die to 2 Dragon Pulses. So this should be out of the way. Yep, perfect. This is turning out to be a really tough match. I mean, like the Mons that this person has is like super like tough Mons. Now we have Gengar in now. Not sure what set this is, but the play would be to go Pokemon and then into probably... We probably have to go into get the sun up. We've eliminated... Right now we've eliminated the Klefki and the Dunsparce. Garchomp's super weak, right? Garchomp's super weak. He has like 4 Mons left right now, I think. So it's gonna be tough. Pokemon. Okay, so let's go, let's get the sun back up. Because as long as we have the sun turns, I think we'll have enough turns. I'm still worried about the Baxcalibur, because Baxcalibur could set up potentially. Sludge Bomb here. We live, thankfully. Nice. Now we go into Iron Fist. I think is what we go into because we want to keep the sun just in case, I believe. And not sack the sun. So we got the sun back up. So this also could be Scarf Gengar potentially. This could be Scarf Gengar, which is faster than oh, I think this is Scarf Gengar. I think it is. That would be very annoying if it was. Let's go to Scovillain. So the play now would be to... I don't overheat. I think I flamethrower here. They switch out. I think it's gonna be Scarf in the end. So this is gonna be really tough. Baxcalibur's in. Oh, maybe I should overheat it. I think I should overheat it. Can I live a +1 ice move on my Mon? Let's see. Sleep. Walking Wake. Custom set. I think I should have overheated maybe. No, but then I'd be a -2, so I don't know if it would have knocked it out. Excalibur, that does not seem banded, so Icicle Crash at +1 does not knock me out. So I think the play would be to go to Pokemon. I think we have to go... I could sack this, but I want to keep Sun around just in case. Unless sacking this is the play. How many turns do I have left of this Sun? I have 4. I only have 4 turns left. Okay, so we have to go Pokemon into... I'm pretty sure I live 1 hit. I'm pretty sure I live 1 hit from this Mon. They Terra Dragon. I could take a hit at +1. I can take a hit from this. Iron Head. Oh shoot. Ooh! EVs. EVs right there. Ooh. That's clutch. That is clutch. So here we have to pulse. They have to sack him on. Ooh, they got the protect for the stalling out the sun turns. Smart, smart, smart. Very smart. Oh yeah, this team is very, very difficult to pilot, but I'm trying. I'm trying out here. Oh, that's tough. But actually, if they protect enough and stall out enough sun turns, I can reset the sun. I'm pretty sure I can. So they switch out here into Garchomp. Okay, so Garchomp's being sacked here, which is pretty good. Pretty good indeed. Garchomp gone. Ah, this is tough. This is tough. Okay. Gengar's in. Was Cinderace at full health? I forgot. I completely forgot. This mon is scarfed. How many turns of Sun do I have? 1 turn left of Sun. That is annoying. That is super annoying. It's definitely scarfed. I don't know. I don't know about this one. Alright, so I obviously can't sack Scovillain. They're gonna Sludge Bomb here. If I sack Torkoal, I lose. So have to click what I'm locked into. Yep, they are scarfed. I figured as much. Scarf Gengar is interesting though. So now we bring the Sun back. And then we have to think about what we're gonna lock ourselves into. It's gonna come down to that. But Cinderace is pretty healthy. So now, yep, so they're gonna lock into this move here. They should win this game, I think. Unless Scovillain does something crazy. But I think it'll be like a 2-0 or something. Unfortunate for the first game. So we have to click yeah, because Flamethrower, if we overheat, we have to like get crits with overheat, I think. Which is an option. Or Flamethrower crits works too, I guess. Tough. So yeah, we knocked this mon out. So maybe I should have brought in Scovillain earlier and started attacking and stuff like that, but I wanted to like save it for the late game. This mon's also a huge threat too. If I crit this, who knows what happens? Who knows? And it lives, and I think they'll get the glaive and win the game. So that's gonna be GG. Good game. Alright, well, I've learned quite a bit. On how people will outplay Sun. But that was a good game. That was a solid one nonetheless. I think we had some pretty interesting tech as well. But close. I don't know what could I have done different. So I guess maybe bringing out Scovillain earlier, but I didn't see an opportunity, especially when so many things were healthy. Terra Dragon was obviously good as well. Maybe I should have clicked Hydro Steam more, but I guess that would have brought in the what do you call it? Baxcalibur, which was like the scariest thing for my team. But good game. And definitely check out my opponent as well. They will upload their side. I need to get some rest now, so hope you all enjoyed. It was pretty fun. It was a good game overall. I think I played decently, but I definitely I thought I covered everything pretty much, but I did not expect the Dunsparce and some other stuff. I really thought Water Absorb Quagsire was coming, but yeah, that's crazy. But anyways, I'll see you all on the next one. GG's to my opponent, and peace.